Hello, everyone, and welcome to an Impossible Creatures live cast. It's your host, Bchamp. We have a very exciting game today, round two, with Canada, England, being represented by LBFrank and Will, and South Africa, Netherlands, being represented by Pen of Fate and ULackDifficulty. So this is going to be hopefully a good game. The last game went out of sync because I think we had incorrect data file from Pen of Fate. So hopefully this one will work a
Hopefully,
little better.
yeah, shit.
And with me on the line, I have my partner Ben, who is my
How's it
partner in the
going,
tournament.
everyone? Sadly, it came to an end, but we did have some
Yes,
games.
we're up. Here we go. We're all good. Pen of
Nice.
Fate and Ryan uh, up here up top, and we have LBFrank and Will on bottom. So we kind of talked to this on our last recording a little bit. 4 hench on 1 lightning rod? You madman!
Ooh, who's that?
Will.
Well,
Hey,
interesting.
it's hasn't led to any downtime yet. Oh, it says wrong build order because he was
Oh
typing. But
no.
um,
Yeah.
the for the matchup here, really. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Ben?
Um, Honestly, it could be a wild card, but I am going to give the edge to Will and Logan. They do have a little bit more experience coming into this game. That being said, though, Ryan could be a potential threat if they do not rush or if Ryan could get a hold of this island over them. He could boom and be pretty dangerous. But I will give the edge to England, Canada.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're definitely the favorite in this match. However, Ryan, a very, very strong player, and we could see some incredible things come from him. So it looks like here we have level twos, kind of regular level twos from both Logan and Will, and we are about the same, a tiny bit behind from Fate and Ryan. So it looks like here we have a couple early chambers. It looks like Canada England is going to go for some sort of rush, maybe a la Mutt's Sniper,
Ooh,
which we've seen here in the past. Yeah, on the same map. So like, everyone's hitting level 2 now. Ryan's really pushing out a lot of henchmen.
ooh. And they're both going for, both Will and Logan are both going for the islands right here. Looks like
Yeah, looks like they're sending those extra
be,
hench.
this could be very dangerous if they don't start moving.
Yeah, the difference between the groups, of course, is that we had a few extra hench mining on the northern team here. Um, southern team Southern team extending themselves with a few extra henchmen. So we'll see if they're able to fend off a potential attack. It doesn't look like they have much to counter. What do we have here? Some tapir, oh no, the baboon rams rather, and some zebra porcupines. So it looks like they're preparing themselves for some stink cloud.
Ooh, Ryan
Um,
up a research clinic.
or research clinic. He doesn't, or
He
where?
is. He is.
Oh, Ryan. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
clearly a bad at
Ooh,
casting
Ryan's
here.
going level 3.
Oh wow, fast 3, and we'll see if Fate is able to defend this. It doesn't look good.
Yeah,
Absolutely
this
slaughtered. Oh,
this could be
and
it.
Ryan bringing out the range. I don't think it's going to be enough. Fate
Yeah,
needs to build sound beams here.
if that creature chamber goes down, that's gonna be game, and it's not gonna
Yeah,
be anything.
you need sound beams. Sound beams. I'm not sure if
So
there's the
this,
best place for the sound beam. Needs some henchmen in action.
yeah, so this also goes with the experience. Experienced player probably would have placed it between those lightning rods.
Yeah, Ryan level 3
Just,
now. Does
just
he have
starting to do
enough building
that.
a water chamber? Oh, I hope it's not too late. Let's get this water chamber up. It might be too slow. Whereas level
Yeah.
3 Fates, building
So this is also
towers
a
in the correct
problem.
places. We need some
A lot
hench
of
attack, though.
these,
There's not
yeah,
enough hench punching going on here.
we have too many idle henchmen right here. Um, they could have been punching or gathering coastal.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. This does not look good. We have
Let's do
some
that. Ooh, we do
ram
have
octopuses.
those are high in electricity. But they can't.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan's electricity production seems good for now. Fate just needs
Yeah,
to be doing more. He's not hench punching. He's not building more sound beams. He needs to do more.
He does
Maybe
have
move some
another
henchmen
creature
over
chamber
here.
up.
But Cole, yeah, that's good. Overall, this looks pretty decisive by Canada England. Trickling in units, looks like they're getting it ready for another chamber. And level
Yeah,
3 almost done by Logan.
so this early rush just really did wonders for him. Regardless if this rush will completely be successful, they now have most of the map.
Yeah, and Ryan's level 3 did not do enough, unfortunately. It was an early 3, but I think that he's now left off with worse wear on an economic standpoint,
Yeah.
resources, compared to both players on the other team. Um, I think just from the distraction and going an early 3. I
So we'll
think
just level 3.
Yep. Will's 3 going advanced structures. Logan going strength and electrical grid, and they have both islands there set up for success. This looks very, very hard for the other team. Looks like Ryan coming in here, doing a little bit of attacking on the right island, and putting out feelers towards mid as well. Now he's seen these creature chambers and these water chambers, and he knows that this is not looking good for him, and he needs to be pumping out henchmen right now. Oh, he's going level 4. This should be.
Ooh.
This is actually earlier than both players on the other team. Looks like
Ooh.
Will saying that he forgot a water chamber, making it
See,
hard for his defense here.
this could actually be problematic for England, Canada.
I mean,
If
Pinello is just getting back on his feet, but barely. What is this awesome unit? Good game. GGO4. 13 damages, porcupine, ostrich. I love it. It's so beautiful. Size 5 porcupine. And Ryan doing work over here at this other expo, taking this island. He needs to be building henchmen from this workshop, and he's definitely won this island. I think it's Will right now is just sinking resources into this island. They're not going to win
yeah,
with these extra units and the sound beam that he's making. Ryan is pumping out units or henchmen here, or actually he's going 4. He's going 4 right now. He's not building any henchmen.
yeah,
So
he's at 90%. He's about to hit it.
yeah,
And
and
both.
neither the other team is not looking at 4 at all. I think Ryan could he could pull this off.
This could be very dangerous.
Ryan reaching level 4. Are they reacting with level 4s of themselves? No, they aren't. But they have most of the maps still. Fate getting back on his feet. This is looking good for him. He's 3, not yet going 4. Haven't seen a research clinic or advanced structures. It's really up to him right now to hold down this side and slow down these 4 chambers, which it really seems like has been underutilized by Canada England.
Yeah. See, I think Fate really needs to get henchmen in space right now. He has 4 henchmen mining coal in the space at 2 expo or 1 expo.
He just queued maximum queue of henchmen. It looks like he's realized this. Built up his whole queue, 9 henchmen.
He's got Heidel henchmen being killed at his expo further up in the middle.
Oh no, that's too bad. This chamber Ryan really needs to bring these units up and support. There's not much here. He could definitely do it. He's doing really well with these rams combined with this level 4 melee stink charge melee. Excellent, excellent. It looks like Will is trying to rally these units to come meet up. Ryan's branching off a few of his rams for a raid on the lab. I love that strategy. Horn's doing a great job here. More attacks in mid. And it looks like Ryan did bring up those units. Fate now looking a little bit better on henchmen. And Ryan really needs to be pumping out a lot more units.
Logan's going level 4. He's at 4. So this will be interesting. Honestly, it's pretty neck and neck now, I would say. Maybe a little bit slight towards England, Canada still.
Yeah, I think so.
Island.
Yeah, I think their island is a little bit more developed, and
I think Logan has more coal.
Yeah, I agree. And Ryan really needs to come up and take this forward expo as well and hold down middle. Ooh, but it will be hard against these porcupines. But Ryan does have level 4 Sonic, but he also has Stink Cloud. That Stink Cloud could be doing a lot. He's building the Sonic right now to take on the Flyers. But the deflect units are really getting in his way. He's not focus firing on the flyers. He needs to be building a lot more of those level 4 melee units, especially those
Yeah.
stink. That's going to help him a lot right now. I don't think he's quite seen these porcupines yet or noticed them, even though Fate might have. Getting overrun by these Hammerhead Ootpisters, great units, upgraded melee right now. And these Hornet Mana Wars looking good as well. This push looks very strong coming from England, Canada.
Ooh, you know what's actually really interesting? So you notice how Will lost the island. It looks like Logan gave him his three coal pile on the other side of the base, a little bit
Oh,
north of
that's
the
nice.
grid.
Yeah, it's good. Sharing resources.
Um,
Just taking
it was
wherever
very
you
smart,
can.
I think. Yeah.
And this does not look good for Ryan's Island at the moment. He just needs units. He doesn't have any numbers.
Yeah.
Where is he? Might be low. He must be low on resources or something.
Yeah.
He's not going 5, but he's not. He's just not building any units.
Fate has some units back in his base, but I just don't think they're going to be able to take down these level fours.
No, this is not looking good at all. And Will 65% level 4. Fate, I don't think he's headed there at all yet.
I think Fate's pretty behind.
Ryan
Ooh.
able to secure his island.
Ooh, it looks like we got some flyers going for Fate's guys in the back.
Two idle henchmen. Flyers on this map. So what do you think about flyers on this map, Ben?
Flyers could be very useful on this map. Those water geysers are not entirely protected. I don't know if those are the most efficient flyers for water geysers, but they do have a lot of health to them. And without anti-air towers or any sonic, they could be problematic. Um, Flyers could be hit or miss, though. I feel like they could take a lot of resources. Maybe level 5 flyers if you can get there, but I'm hit or miss on flyers, honestly.
Yeah, flyers. It looks like Logan's using them very well, attacking Fate's generators and his economy, but then also coming in and noticing when there are no anti-air towers, coming in and taking advantage of that. Ryan trying to put up some anti-air towers to help against these flyers. And yes, there comes out the stink. That might help bide Ryan some time with these meat units at his base, and he just needs to keep building stink. A wall of
Yeah,
stink would help Ryan a lot right now, but even then, I don't know if that would be enough. These units are just
yeah.
so bulky. You need to be constantly stinking. He doesn't have any high DPS melee units to take care of these fast enough for a stink cloud. And these
And with
flyers are
this,
wrecking havoc
yeah,
in Pen of Fate's base.
yeah. Look down towards the island on Will's side. He's also got some level fours now, and he's doing a pretty good job keeping Ryan busy over there. But it looks like Logan's going to take the space because he just can't do anything. He's being
Yeah,
attacked. By
yeah, this is a amazing effort by Ryan, but it's just not looking good for him right now. Being pinned in on all sides. That initial attack, it seemed like the uh, Canada England team was focusing
yeah,
really hard on Fate and hurting Fate's economy. And he was just never able to recover. Um,
yeah. It looks like it's going to go in Canada game one.
yeah, it looks like it. We'll see if
Him five.
who's that hitting 5? Logan?
I think that was Logan. I'm not sure. I don't think it
Yeah.
was.
I don't think it was Ryan either. He doesn't seem like he has enough resources. I think he's been building
I think
henchmen,
Logan.
so
Yeah, I think Logan has a city. Eco.
yeah.
Yeah, that was Logan.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. And then Will commenting in the team chats, I'm playing bad. Unsure why he's commenting anything. I think he's really talking to me more than Logan because he's in voice chat with Logan.
Yeah.
So um,
Um,
he is I think looking at his own gameplay, but he did a good job. His units were did pretty well against Ryan, although he did lose this right island. Ryan's a very skilled player and was a and focused everything he had on there, so I think it's totally okay that he was able to hold
uh,
that.
Yeah, I think like we said earlier, the experience really came into it. As you see, Ryan really taking over all, but it's just the averages of the two players on England Canada is did better.
Yeah, yeah. And now it's gonna be their pick again. And they're able to pick the same map actually if they'd like to. The only rule in the tournament is that you're not allowed to pick a map that you won on against the same team or in that round. So um, see what these cuddle type heroes look like. Did you have an MVP that game in terms of units, Ben?
Um, I think I wouldn't say the Rams are almost at MVP. They do very well for to get that initial two push. That's just because they're level 3 versus 2. But I think those hippos, hippo porcupines for both Ryan or Will and Logan really did a lot of damage to them. They just couldn't really get past those. I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah. I think for me it was actually the hammerhead ook pisters that Will was using. I thought he was just
Yeah,
using
those
them
are
so effectively in mass, and they were just doing a really good job against Ryan's units, even when Ryan went to level 4. So
you even say
um,
the Flyers did good because they took a lot of work hole building anti-air, whereas destroying geysers and even doing a lot of damage to Fate's eco.
yeah, yeah, and I think um, aside from Ryan, obviously on the defense, Logan LBFrank, he did an excellent job of controlling Fate's fate, I suppose, by managing his economy, making sure he wasn't expanding, and safeguarding his island, which was really good. Which basically his island remained uncontested because Fate was just in such a bad position that whole game.
Yeah, it
I
really just shows the being the more skilled players, not more skilled, but more experienced, I should say. Fate is newer, but he's grown very fast.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's been a month since he's been around in the Discord.
I know, and he's already playing in a competitive tournament. That's great. I love to see that.
Yeah. I know outside of this, I've been doing a lot of practicing with him doing rushes and learning how to defend rushes as well, and seems really into it.
So looks like Fate might be changing a unit in his army. Oh,
My bad.
you good? Yeah. So what does it look like now that we've seen the matchup? What do you think that Team South Africa Netherlands needs to do in order um, to win this next game?
Um, I think they just need to be a little bit more aware of their hench ratio to coal and production early game. It seemed like the build orders were a little bit slower, maybe getting a little bit faster too, and having some more hench to be able to defend the early attack, or even be more aggressive. Being able to push up the map, or even sending a hench, a scout, could be very, very important.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I think that I could see that a game plan might be for um, Ryan to take some early aggro and defense while Fate techs up to 3 fast. Fate definitely less experience, so I think he would need just better units in order to win.
Yeah,
So possibly Ryan, he's very skilled, able to take a lot of aggro from a rush, while Fate is able to try to boom and get past one of the harder parts of his games, might be early game. It looks like Pen of Fate is actually fixing his hotkeys right now, so that's why there's a little bit of delay. Um, but anyhow, that or the reverse. If Fate gets attacked, then Ryan just let it be and tech up. If they're separated labs, of course, what we're going to do is you can't do that. But um, if he really expands and techs up, if he sees a double on Fate and doesn't try to extend himself by protecting his teammate, then it's possible that the overextended um, teams that were rushing and have poor economies can now just be overrun by level 3 person that has a very good economy, especially is able to get mass ranged. So um, that could be a potentially good option. It kind of stinks to leave Fate out for dry, but I know it's something that you and I both considered when we were looking at uh, double rush strategies. That the other person could, if we overextend ourselves, just end up getting to 3 fast and rolling over us.
totally. Um, the cool thing about these tournaments, especially a 2v2 tournament, is you really have to play into each player's strong suit. If someone's not really good at early rushing or early game, maybe have that better player or better early game player take more of that hit and defend more, and have the other player boom at level 3. So there's a lot of cool strats that you can really do with this. It just depends. You just have to have really good reaction speed, because if you do get rushed, or you do have a change in your plans, you got to be able to adapt to that.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's gonna be a really cool dynamic. Previously this community in recent history hasn't, I feel like the Impossible Creatures community hasn't really done a lot of 2v2 competitive stuff where you're going to be with the same partner all the time. And now I think that because people are getting to practice with the same partner a lot more, building strategies, we're going to see a lot more team play, hopefully going into the rest of the year in the summer for Impossible Creatures, which is going to be awesome. A lot of new strategies are going to be coming out, possibly new maps that center
Whoa,
around different
that
strategies.
was rough.
Oh, look, it's Will. How's it going?
Do you know what? Not so good. Ryan had me on the ropes there. I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
expecting that. So
I
yeah.
was I was very worried because like I had to go offense and it was like if Will fell then probably would have been close behind.
Yeah, Ryan was doing a great job taking that island, taking advantage of it quickly, and teching up. I was a little bit worried about his tech ups at first, but Pen of Fate was able to hold off for enough time to allow him to do that. I was thinking that he might fall too quickly. Um,
yeah, we discussed a few things in like our voice chat. We think we know what the problem was, so we're prepared for next round whenever it does eventually come.
yeah, that's so. What are you thinking about going into game two?
Game two is don't make the same mistake that I made in the first game. Um,
You get the water chamber.
well, actually, I forgot what chamber to start, so that slowed me when I got to level 3. The other main issue I think was we were too slow with our level 2, so with a fast 3 they got to level 3 first, so the Ram Octopuses just completely steamrolled our level 2s. We didn't have immune. Also, there's poor focus fire, poor micro. These things all add up. But yeah, we just need to not make silly mistakes, and hopefully this one should be a little bit less rocky than the first game.
Well, do you think you'll have a similar or different game plan if they choose a different map?
I think it depends on the map they bring. Also, Axate is now joined the lobby, so casters, if you would like to join, please do.
All right.
Awesome.
So,
I think it really does depend on the map pick, though, so we'll see what happens.
yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what they come up with.
All right, Logan, let's dip back
Let's migrate
to
back.
our channel.
All right. Uh, South Africa, Netherlands.
It'll be interesting to see what map they pick. I have an idea with Ryan. He loves Crag, and that could be a very, very interesting game.
Yeah, I think that would be a really interesting game. It would be hopefully something that um, Will and Logan were Canada, England, maybe expecting because Ryan. Oh, and look, it says in the team chat, let's hope they pick Crag. Will wants that to happen, and I could actually see it happening, but I think Will's a pretty and Logan both are pretty strong Crag players themselves. Um, so we'll see what he picks. But I could see I could really see anything. I could see even just an eroded forts, very classic map coming from
Yeah,
team uh South Africa Netherlands.
yeah. It looks like they're talking right now in team chat, and they're Ryan asked Fate initially what he wanted, and then Ryan was like he didn't really know what the maps were, so I just told him that they're pinned in Discord. So I think I want to take a quick second to look what the maps are,
Yeah, any of this.
because the best idea would to choose their best map here. because they really need to win. Because if they lose, obviously they're out of the tournament. So they really need to come out guns blazing.
If they lose, they're not out of the tournament. They're just in the losers bracket.
Or losers bracket, sorry. That's what I meant. Not out of the
Yeah,
tournament.
yeah. Let's see. Have they listed maps yet?
I haven't. I told them they're pinned in the Discord. Fate was looking at them right now.
Oh, he's looking? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to type him out.
Ooh, it looks like here.
Here. Ooh.
Very interesting.
This, I like this pick. I really do.
It's a very booty map. I think Ryan could do very well on this map.
Yeah, if he... I mean, it really depends on the decisions that Will and Logan make for this. If they're going to double, if they're going to expand, play defensive, play the long game.
Yeah.
I think the move here for them, for Canada England, would be to play the long game. I think that if they just go hard on macro, then they're going to be able to out macro the other, specifically out macro Fate, and probably maybe match with Ryan. Or even if Ryan comes out a little bit ahead, I think that in the long game they would do a lot better, assuming that Ryan doesn't pull any crazy tricks. It looks like Will is recommending Mountain Lion Scorps in the team chat. Of course, everything he types in the team chat is just for me to see. They're actually in a voice chat together. I know that he's just talking to me. He could just be trolling and trying to trick us into thinking what they're gonna do and talking about it when we're not actually sure what can come out of this team. But really, if they pick a rush, and just like we talked about, if they end up rushing Fate with a double, then it's possible that Ryan could take advantage to tech up to 3, bolster his economy, play defensive against those, the oncoming rush after his partner loses, but then after that, just come in with a whole bunch of level 3 units and roll over them.
Or even if he gets a fast 3 fast enough and you can start applying pressure to a base or expo, it could really cripple one of them.
Oh, yeah. You could really take them both out. With a big map like this, there's a ton of possibilities depending on how things are run. And this is actually probably my favorite 2v2 map.
There's no telling what evil plans our enemies have afoot.
So we have kind of Fates, and it looks like Ryan on bottom, and top right we have Will, top left we have Logan, LBFrank. So let's see how this goes. It looks like we have some rods coming out from everyone. Logan coming out with an early henchman.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Maybe a fence here.
Yeah, either a fence or forward chamber. We'll see Will coming out with his henchman. And Ryan coming out with a henchman of his own. Logan going with the fence. Yep. Logan. And we'll see what's going to happen with these two hench in mid. They're going to walk right by. Oh, and then they go for the punch. Who got the first punch? It looks like. Oh, it's hard. I think purple's going to die here. Yeah, purple's going to die here.
Yeah, it looks like
Ryan got it. And Logan coming over, building this fence. Third rod here from Fate. 3 rods.
Ooh.
Will, he should have seen it. He should have seen. Oh, okay, we're coming with a fence from Ryan. Yeah, he could have seen the first punch wasn't his by looking at the health bars. Logan with a few idle hench here at his lab. But it looks like he'd be kind of pretty fully stocked here in his coal, so he's not losing too much. Building a workshop here, sending his other hench to come support. Fate.
We got a hench.
Going 2, hasn't seen this fence yet coming from Logan. Looks like he's about to see it right now with that hench coming out. Went for his workshop, nearby workshop. Ryan kind of stuck here.
Yeah.
Has a lot. He has more hench though. He should win this fight. Actually, he has the same amount of hench. So does not look like he'll win that fight. He got the expo up. He needs to put that fence up.
Is it?
And is he?
Looks more of a slow build.
Yeah, he hasn't gone 2 yet. Is Will? Everyone else has gone 2, right? Oh no, Ryan has gone. Has everyone gone 2? I don't know if Ryan's gone too. Maybe he has.
I don't think Ryan has. I may
No,
have
I
missed
think
it.
he has. He has a creature. I think everyone's gone
He has
too.
it, yeah.
I should be.
Ooh, we do have a creature chamber in Ryan's base. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think he needs to fence it right now. But he didn't fence fast enough. So, Will going for the
fencing
fence though.
his.
Ooh, Mountain
Oh
Lion,
yeah, Mountain Lion and
Scorpion.
Scorps.
Logan playing slow here, just expanding. Nice. Fate building some units.
Oh, there's a hench building him still. Let's see if he gets it.
Oh, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan just
He
wasn't
needs to
paying.
kill one of those squares. Oh, he got the henchman. Good, but still not looking good. He needs to build a creature chamber, or sorry, not a creature, a soundbeam tower or something. Use his hench to fight. Ryan's not doing a whole lot. He's actually building creatures up here.
Oh, and Will did a really good job of fencing as well.
Yeah,
Right.
this is Will plan for that. Ryan needs to do more with his henchmen here. This is just not enough. He needs to fence. He needs to do something. Oh, this is not looking good.
Yeah, see, Fate should really help him out here.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of mid this mid, or even apply some pressure to Logan.
And Ryan Blue Lab.
Oh.
That is too bad.
I really didn't see that coming. I thought Ryan was going to have the advantage there.
Yeah, he had a really good start. And he definitely could have beat that rush. The thing about it is, Will took 4 henchmen to be able to do that, and really was just not mining as much coal. If Ryan would have taken all of his henchmen to go and build that chamber and then attack the enemy henchmen, I think he could have easily gotten out of that. And even once the units started coming up, taking all of his henchmen to attack units or build a sound beam or something.
Yeah, this looks like all she wrote right here.
Yeah.
Logan 3-2, and he has those muskox porcupines, which are pretty good level 3 range.
Yeah. Message to the Discord, or to everyone here, that Will's just talking about how not good at eco control and played poorly. And yeah, we have seen some better gameplay from Will, but still he was able to take out Ryan, so that's still really good. And he's just criticizing himself over trickling units.
Ooh, we have some hover from Logan. That would have been interesting to see later on in the game. They're smart. Keep playing that fence. As well as hover, knowing he can get over it.
Grounded units actually attacking the hover units. That's amazing.
Ooh.
That's amazing. I love that. Oh, they're just not hovering high enough because of the elevation.
Oh no.
Hover doing a lot of damage. Hercules Panthers is able to take out that Expo up here. And Ryan leaving the game. Yeah, not too much else Fate can do here. Just going level 3 now. He still does have an economy in the middle. He would need to do something with his build a creature chamber to push back against either of the teams. Probably Logan being the one getting a lot more pressure right now. Even just a small raid would help, expanding more down here, taking this middle geyser. Any of those things would do a lot.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it looks well setting up a third workshop in Ryan's base. Yeah, he's just not going to be able to do anything. It's 2v1. It's just almost impossible to defend.
Yeah. This would have been really difficult to beat this, to beat any double, especially at this stage in the game once your partner's gone. So yeah, good job by both teams. Logan, I really liked how he played it nice and slow, just built a fence and tried to build up his eco. I'm not sure if he knew the spawns, but if he knew that he was up against Fates, then maybe he says, okay, I know that I can out eco you. I'm just more experience in the game. He's gonna take advantage of that to try to get to level 3 faster and then start his attack. So, good job there.
Those mountain lion scorps really just could overpower Ryan. That's what really did it there.
Yeah.
Very efficient unit. We've seen a lot in this tournament.
Yeah, Barrier Destroy at level 2 seems to be the MVP of the tournament. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a very good strat. We have seen it in some previous games countered actually, and those were incredible games. I don't want to say too much about the counter just in case someone's seen those videos. You should definitely check those out in ICReplays. But just the different strats that people are coming to counter a double barrier destroyer rush, or even just a barrier destroyer rush with some range.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? We have our winning team here, Canada, England. How do you guys feel?
Honestly, for myself, pretty rough. I've played pretty badly in both series, so I need to definitely work on my early game because my early game is totally a problem right now. So
yeah, I think that rush worked out for you, or that chamber in Ryan's base worked out for you because Ryan made a lot of mistakes defending his lab, but really I think against a lot of other players, or even
it shouldn't have worked. There's no chance. It was a meme. I knew it was a meme. That's why I put the fence on my base.
Yeah.
But I committed to the meme by that point because I knew we were 1-0 up, so I wasn't like desperately worried about if we lost the game because I knew we'd have our pick.
Yeah. That's a good way to think about it. If you are going to try something new and try something to shake the enemy, then doing it when you have one game in your favor is definitely the time, right? Logan, how do you feel?
A little better. I mean, my early game wasn't very good as well. I got pretty overwhelmed by Fate initially, but once I got level 3, it turned pretty quickly in my favor, I think.
I think you did a really good job at taking advantage of your experience and just being able to have better macro than Fate with that early fence and trying to get to level 3 faster than him, much faster really. So
that was like.
Oh, go on.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh
so,
no.
Okay. This is so awkward. Okay, Ben, what do you want to say?
I just wanted to ask them. So you guys are gonna move on. You guys will play Swiss in your next game. I just wanted to ask you if you guys any strats or anything you've been thinking about for your next opponent.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Mutt to play on my account because clearly I'm a problem right now.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be a very, very tough game. Switzerland being the favorites, at least seeding wise. They're the second seeded team in the tournament. So you guys are third. So, I think it could be a really, really tight game. I think you guys have. I mean, really, it's anyone's game. As me and Ben experienced against Switzerland, they're definitely a beatable team. Then I think you guys have a solid chance if you work out some strategies that could take them off guard.
It's not just that. I think I just need to work out some fundamentals that I'm playing, that I'm making, really mistakes I shouldn't be making. And it's those fundamentals that are costing me right now.
Yeah, how do you think you're going to go about that preparing for Switzerland?
First and foremost for myself, I think I need to just play more. I've clearly not been playing anywhere near enough. My fundamentals are so off, so if I pick up just more games and try and shake up some bad habits and see where it goes from there.
Awesome. Logan, are you doing anything going into the Switzerland game that you're thinking?
I'm probably gonna just kind of like analyze some stuff, see what they're doing, and see if I can come up some counter strats, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe help Will on his early game.
Yeah, do some 1v1s against each other. I think that'll be great practice. So
Definitely.
congratulations again, guys. Very good showing, debut for the Canada-England team, and I can't wait to see what comes of you guys next.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.